The errors of the ignorant. Perhaps if you tried to be more understanding. A series based on the comments made by people who fail to understand the true nature of narcissists and the narcissistic dynamic. Whilst these comments may be well-intentioned, they are incorrect, perpetuate misunderstandings, and in many cases create false hope, dashed expectations, and perilous outcomes. Perhaps if you try to be more understanding. You are at your wit's end. You are in devaluation at the hands and tongue of one of our kind. Nothing makes sense. You are told that we love you on Saturday, and then on Sunday you are berated as a whore, and you have no comprehension as to why. You are lambasted repeatedly through the imposition of name-calling, physical violence, triangulation, unfavorable comparisons, silent treatments, and more. You may hear sentences such as, "I am sick of you trying to make me look bad. Why will you never just do what I want to do? Why does it always have to be about you? Stop talking over me. I can never make myself heard around you. If you loved me, you would do it. Why can't you just leave me alone? Why won't you be more supportive? You never help me anymore." There are thousands of similar comments, and the worst of it makes no sense. Let's return to each of these comments and accusations, and beneath them, detail what you have actually been doing, and therefore this is why your confusion has arisen. I am sick of you trying to make me look bad. You do not recall ever having said anything bad about us. On the contrary, you are also telling us how brilliant we are, and you say this about us to other people. You never speak beyond the home about our horrible behaviours. Why will you never just do what I want to do? Why does it always have to be about you? You always do what we want. You cannot recall the last time you chose what we did, or even if you did something on your own which you wanted to do. In fact, you find yourself always pandering to what we want. Stop talking over me. I can never make myself heard around you. You do not do this, or if you have once in a while, it is only because you are trying to make yourself heard, as we keep ignoring you. If you loved me, you would do it. You do love us. You tell us this every day. Why can't you just leave me alone? You give us time and space to do our own things, but then we complain that you do not spend enough time with us. Why won't you be more supportive? You are always looking out for us, looking after us and caring for us. You never help me anymore. You feel like an indentured servant. The reality of what you experience does not accord at all with what we are describing, but you just cannot understand why we are saying these things. Your head is spinning. You know we are not stupid, but each time you try to show us that you do help us out, that you are supportive and so forth, you are accused of provoking an argument, of trying to control us, or making us look bad. You try to explain, appease, and apologize, but it just seems to lead to more arguments of us storming off and disappearing. You are at your wit's end. You finally discuss this perplexing situation to somebody else, and they offer the advice that perhaps you just need to be more understanding. You feel like you already are very understanding, but as an empathic person, you are not only committed to making this relationship work, you are also willing to try more, try harder, and try. Your advisor has explained that it might be that we struggle to convey how we really feel, that our words are not exactly what we are feeling, and that it is a case of giving us time to express ourselves. By being more understanding, we will finally understand and what it is that is causing the problem, so that we can tell you. This makes sense to you because you are an understanding person. Because you have not been able to understand so far, then why not try some more, and perhaps you will make a breakthrough. It finally now adds up. And of course, desperate to make sense of this bewildering situation, you are willing to try. It will not work. You are attempting to understand something which you cannot understand, because you and your advisor have not grasped who it is you are dealing with, one of our kind. This means that you do not realize that we approach the world from the narcissistic perspective, using toxic logic. This logic makes perfect sense to us. but it is perfecting to you. You cannot equate our behaviors to what you see and hear in front of us, but neither will you, because you do not know what we are. You do not realize that we must draw fuel. You do not realize that we must maintain the upper hand at all times. You do not realize that narcissistic criticism wounds us. You are unaware of the 3 types of interaction as described in fuel, fight, or flight. Since you do not realize that these are the pertinent considerations, you do not grasp that when we perceive you as not paying us attention, our fury is ignited, and we lash out by claiming that you do not support us. You do not understand that we ignore the fact that you are supportive, because in that moment we need fuel, and if this means being contradictory and hypocritical, then so be it. You do not realize that we compartmentalize, so that what happened yesterday is separate, distinct, and not linked to what is happening now. You look for consistency, evidence supporting the proposition or rejecting our allegation. We do not look at it this way, and the more you try to understand, and in turn the more you try to get us to understand, the more you fail to get anywhere. You will keep applying your logic. You will keep thinking we must surely see what you are referring to. You will expect us to approach the situation from your perspective, and this is completely wrong. Once you understand our perspective, flawed and fucked up as it may appear, you make a massive breakthrough. Suddenly, you realize why we flare up over apparently nothing. Now you understand why we change our stance in the blink of an eye. Now will you make sense of our apparently disproportionate response. You still think it is bizarre, ridiculous, and astonishing, but now you get it, and the relief is incredible. Unfortunately for you, in previous occasions you have listened to the wrong advisor, who does not know what we are and does not understand us. Instead, they suggest you try to be more understanding, and you may as well flog a dead horse, for all their misguided advice will achieve for you.